On last week's show, we featured two winners of the Indian Oil Awards for Excellence in Road Logistics, brought to you by Indian Oil in association with Times Network. On this week's show, we bring you the final two companies that emerged victorious: Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation and Safe Express. Hailing from two ends of India, Karnataka and Haryana respectively, these two powerhouses have established themselves as market leaders in their respective fields. Our first company is a winner in two categories: Best Passenger Transporter of the Year Intercity and Women Achiever of the Year. Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation is a public sector undertaking wholly owned and operated under the banner of the Government of Karnataka. Although incorporated in 1961, the history of Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation is almost as old as the country. Established in 1948, the Mysore State Road Transport Corporation's name changed when the name of the state itself changed to Karnataka in 1973. In their 58 years of service, the corporation has expanded its operations to all the states in southern India and serves over 29 lakh passengers daily.
We are almost 60 years old in the public sector, transport sector, one of the oldest and one of the largest. We have a fleet strength of around 39,000 buses, and before that we also were part of the bigger family, and that included almost 40,000 plus, with a entire workforce of 39,000 crew members. And this huge family of workforce we are managing. And remember that we carry almost 39 lakh people per day, almost 40 lakh kilometers. So that is the mammoth scale on which we are operating right now.
The corporation currently owns a fleet of over 8,800 buses that cover a distance across 7 states. The largest fleet owned by any governmental transport operator in India.
We are operating to almost all the states in the southern state and almost 35 cities, and we cover almost 99.9% of the geographical area of the state. So that means that we are touching every human being in our state. So that gives us a lot of responsibility, and also it gives us more urge to perform better and ensure that we provide the best of services for the passenger.
Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation has set a gold standard for customer service, and that reflects in the 200 awards they have won on national and international platforms.
For us, the passenger as the customer is the center of the entire planning process. We begin with the reservation itself. So we have ensured that all the reservation is made online. The payment is also done online. We have a very good sitting lounges, waiting lounges. We have a separate lounge for families, especially in Bangalore. It's called as Kempegoda bus station, which is one of the biggest bus station with the highest number of footprints there, where we have ensured a lot of amenities for the passengers. Once the passengers are on board, we ensure that they are having a better experience in terms of travel experience, which they have to carry it as long as they reach their destination. So the crew is also trained to make the passengers feel safe and also feel important. And we ensure that their safety comes first. So the speed regulator is also ensure that a proper rest is ensured to the drivers and the crew members, and also the security of the passengers is taken in the first place. So along with this, I must add that we have included the passengers' comfort by having the amenities at different levels. We have the passengers of all categories, so that's why we have responded to the requirement of the passengers. So we cater to the rural sector, the urban sector, intercity, intracity, interstate. All these passengers are on us actually. So we have to be more responsible. So we are privileged to be part of that journey of the persons here.
The ascension has not been limited to the organization. The exponential growth has only been possible because of the tireless efforts of the employees. One such employee, Lata TS, is the winner of our Woman Achiever of the Year award. Lata TS has been with the Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation for the past 20 years as the Public Relations Officer. She is the face of the organization for customers as well as media and responsible for mitigating complications when it comes to the corporation.
Basically, my profession is accounts, but I am working as a public relation officer since 8 years. It is evident that being an accounts officer, I am working as a public relation officer means my organization has believed in me and my commitment and hard work. So today I am here because of that. For sending nomination, I want to thank my MD sir. Just I asked, sir, shall I send my nomination? Without any this one, I said, please. So it is the proof that my organization, my higher ups, our MD sir, everybody is so cooperative for me to encourage, and this is the result for this.
A testament towards excellence is her pursuit of PhD as a senior leadership team member and being the chairperson of the Bengaluru chapter of the Public Relations Council of India.
Transport basically a male-oriented organization. If you take our organization itself, we have 39,000 employees. In that, only 2,000 employees belongs to women. This one. So it is very difficult to manage home and office, but there is no shortcut to any success. It's only commitment, hard work, and dedication. Then only we can achieve. We have to balance home and work life. Then only, yeah. For that matter, not only me, any woman can come forward and achieve.
Apart from her personal perseverance towards excellence, she helms the various CSR initiatives like gender sensitization programs, award ceremonies, and champions employment for women conductors, mechanics, and security guards.
See, in our organization itself, nowadays, due to liberal recruitment policies, many women are coming forward to take up the job of technical this one. We have almost 950 technical staff in women category and conductors, and our management is very open. They are encouraging with simulator, providing simulator, world-class simulator to train them to take up the job in driver, because if you ask, even not a single women driver in our KSRTC. So our management is encouraging them to take up the job, and in technical staff also we have inducted and introducing many automation in technical techniques, so that they should not feel any this one, no, this is male oriented organization, we cannot do that. And we are giving light duties if they are have any problems, maternity policies, many labor welfare measures we have taken, so that many women employees are coming forward to take up the jobs in road logistic industry today.
With a drive as displayed by the leadership team of Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation, it is no wonder that they constantly win accolades for consumer excellence.
So in terms of the sheer size, we are the biggest in the world. Forget America, Europe. The Indian public sector bus companies are providing to the largest population anywhere in the world. So in terms of the size, I think there are no questions about who is the leader. In terms of performance of providing the best of the buses, yes, we have a long way to go. We have to cater to the different segments of the population, and we need to improve upon the infrastructure facilities. That's where I think we need to catch up. The infrastructure has to come from the roads, in terms of bus amenities, in terms of the further travel experience. It's also the propensity to make the passenger pay for the services. Whether can he pay for these services, that is a bigger challenge for us. I think we have a long way to go, but we realize that being in the public sector and being owned by government, we have our own limitations. We have our own social obligations. We cannot only work for profit as the motive. We have to reach the last person and to make him and realize that the travel is his right. So we have to enable him to travel. That means safely, securely, and also to exercise his right to travel. I think that's where we are trying to do that. Yes, operational cost will have to be minimized. We have to ensure that we sustain and imbibe the technology and ensure that we come up and ensure that we are the best in terms of not just size but also in terms of reach and operations.
This is what makes Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation our winner for the Best Passenger Transporter of the Year Intercity, and Lata TS our winner for Women Achiever of the Year.
Every organization will be introducing many initiatives or best practices. These awards will be the motivating factor for them. If we recognized in such a platform like IndianOil and Times Now Network, it gives a high mileage and it increases our responsibility to do much more in coming days too.
Being in the service sector industry, it's always nice to know that we are appreciated and we are among the public, and that's also casts more responsibility on us. So motivation would be a better aspect, encouraging the people in the organization and being head of the organization. It also is my responsibility to take the team along.
We've saved the best for the last, and our final company, Safe Express, is the Road Logistics Champion of the Year. This award has been accorded to the company with the most holistic approach to achieving excellence in the supply chain management sector. Safe Express as a company is considered as a knowledge and market leader who pioneered the logistics industry in India. They offer complete B2B and B2C solutions like express distribution, 3PL, and consulting for all channels and functions of the supply chain process.
We've been working hard for the past many years to try and understand what does the customer really need. And we realized that, at the end of the day, the customer needs reliability when it comes to service. We're a B2B company. We cater to our customers who have their customers who buy from them. And supposing you're a garments manufacturer and you're delivering to 400 stores, the 400 stores need reliability that, listen, if I place an order on Monday, I will get it on Wednesday. And it happens no matter what, comes our way, whether and it's India, it's a complicated country, so there could be floods, there could be rallies, there could be political shutdowns, there could be anything that happens. And we still need to make sure that our customers are aware that, we will be able to get the material to them at the time committed. And that's what we strive for, and I think that has been one of the biggest reasons why we feel we've been able to satisfy customers. So we spend a lot of time with them, we understand their requirements. They're constantly changing. There are times when they look at, we want speed, then there are times when they look at, okay, it needs to be cost efficient, then they come back. But the one thing that's always been in the middle is we need reliable services. At least we can say that, this is your problem, figure it out, and I trust you that you'll make it happen.
Their core competence lies in anticipating the needs of their customers and devising methodologies to streamline their logistics requirements under one umbrella. Their understanding of the market displays a deep knowledge of Indian economics and the impact of supply chain processes on it.
I think every company has their own priorities and ways of functioning. For us, what really works is that we've realized that capacities aren't always going to be running at 100%. And in fact, anything over 60-70% means you might be, stepping up towards trouble. So the capability to still manage is very important, and that happens through having extra capacity, through building for unforeseen circumstances. And I think that's very important, because I think the biggest challenge that India faces, or a company like us in India faces, is the complete volatility of the environment.
Their expertise ranges across the length and breadth of the country.
We are now the only logistics company in India that is covering every square inch of India. through its own network. So we cover every 26,008 pin codes right now. It's a Safe Express truck that goes to deliver to any point in India. If the Indian Army can go there, we can go there. That's basically our motto. And that's one thing that it's taken a long time. It's now 21 years for us functioning. But setting up that kind of network, I mean, just in the Northeast we have 24 branches, right? And it's complex, working in all different parts of the country and ensuring that you're able to traverse places which don't even have roads, which don't have, or which may not financially at some point make sense, but you need to give that comfort and trust to your customer who may send that one package one time at a later date. So I think that's obviously one of our biggest achievements that I am proud of, that we've gotten there. And we can now comfortably tell our customers that we're there. Anywhere in India, we're there for you.
Safe Express also employs digital innovations to ensure that they are constantly updated and provide the best services to their clients.
We do say that we are an innovative company, and we do a lot of things here and there on that. And it's in different zones or categories, right? So, for example, every new logistics park that we build has an added bit of innovation to ensure that your movement of goods is faster within the warehouse. You're able to sort goods faster, your trucks are moving in and out more seamlessly. And every time, you add a little bit of innovation to the building itself, so that there's lesser effort being done to move goods, etc. That's on one side. We also look at innovations like specific services. So I'll give an example. We launched a service called Campus to Home, which basically we realized that students of all top colleges in the country, once they graduate, earlier back in the day they used to take the train and go home, right? Now everybody is taking the flights because they're cheaper and they're easier to deal with. But the flights also charge like 300 rupees a kilo extra for excess luggage, and it just doesn't fit into their whole scheme of things. And we realized that students will graduate every year and they need to move their goods either back to their parental home or to the new place that they'll be taking up. So we launched a specific service for graduating students called Campus to Home. And it's got a few quirks. It helps them move. We even move their bikes, for example. And at the end, we also have a tagline that says, "Don't worry, we'll take the money from your parents." So that also excites them. But at the end, you've provided a specific service to them to be able to move their goods. So we look at innovation in very different ways as well. It's not like just one tech-based innovation as well. But on tech as well, we do a lot of interesting things, largely with the focus of keeping reliability up, right? So it's not so much about, in a B2B world, the customer is not tracking 5,000 shipments every day. But they want us to be able to track it out at all times so that the 5,000 reach on time. And so we've built a lot of technology internally to help us, ensure that kind of reliability. So it's across the space that we look at innovation, and I think it's very important to cater to this new world and to the demanding customers at all times.
Their success also reflects in the people policies they practice, whether it is employees, customers or vendors.
In Hindi, it would be "Sabko Saath Leke Chalo," which is whoever's with us. Our first truck driver in 1975 is now a vendor of ours with 400 trucks, still with us. Our first employee is with us. Our first customers are with us. And I think it's very important that we really believe in the really long-term relationship with people and relationship with companies and vendors and suppliers and everyone, right? I mean, it's the same person printing the visiting cards who's been doing it forever. And there are thousands of people who come in who say, "We'll do it a little cheaper, we'll do it a little differently." But we'd rather go back to our vendor and say, "Listen, we want you to keep doing this, just make sure you're aligned with everyone else and doing this." And I think that's one of the biggest success mantras. And the other thing is that we believe we built this company for 100 years. It's not something that you kind of are looking for a quick return here or a quick upscale there. We're looking at it that we're building this. It's a long journey and it's a long marathon that we need to run. So let's not tire ourselves out. Let's do it properly, and let's make sure that we're here 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line.
With a steadfast vision that will take them to greater heights, Safe Express has ambitious plans for the future.
The Indian logistics market is huge and the opportunity is amazing. And even at our scale, we're not even 1% of the market. So there's a lot to do. and obviously we're doing our best to go up, in that size and be able to impact the market. But I think, the biggest thing or the thing that we are focusing on, or we are trying to do now for a few years and going ahead to, is start making logistics and supply chain actually a boardroom level discussion. For the longest time, it's been a finance level discussion. It's just what is the cost, and people haven't really understood for a long time that it could be strategically very important. So getting that right is very important, and for the longest time, supply chain, trucking as itself has not been probably given what we feel is its due importance, and that's one of our aims, that let's start giving it some importance. Let's start talking about it in the boardroom. Let's start talking about it at the senior most levels, at the government level, because there's a lot happening. I mean, we're at the end of the day moving the economy. Everything you eat, you wear, you buy comes through trucks, and they are a lifeline of the economy. People aren't very happy with trucks because they either pollute or cause accidents, but the moment some truckers decide to go on strike, everybody's up in the arms about it. So it's important, and we're trying to bring that sort of feeling out there that this is an important industry. It's something that needs to be understood and needs to be connected back with. And when that happens, I would say that we started to move towards what we really started out with.
This is what makes Safe Express our road logistics champion of the year.
I feel very elated, excited, of course, and proud of the team. We've done a lot of work to get us to this position. I'm just very happy. Also humbled. I mean, there's just so much happening out there, and good to know that all the efforts we're putting in is being recognized out there now.
Join us next time in the final episode of the Indian Oil Awards for Excellence in Road Logistics, brought to you by Indian Oil in association with Times Network, where we have an in-depth conversation with the Director Marketing at Indian Oil, Gurmeet Singh.
In September 1964, this Indian Oil Corporation was formed. Today, we are the biggest energy corporation of India.